Hello, hello. Welcome back to another Tears of Themis stream. Second one running. So today we are going to be continuing with episode 1, The Hand That Feeds. So as a quick little recap, last week, playing through the first half of this, we had a case of food poisoning, and Winnie is pretty convinced that it wasn't the fault of, not her actual grandpa, but he's kind of like a grandpa to her, Vernon Green, and she's convinced that it wasn't his fault, and at this point, we are pretty much like 99% sure that it wasn't his fault and that he's covering for somebody, but we don't quite know yet who he's covering for. And we also ran into our old childhood friend Luke, who is now working as a private investigator. And who it's kind of implied, like, I think maybe Rosa used to have a little crush on him, he used to have a little crush on her. They got a bit of that, like, childhood friends who maybe both wanted to be more than friends, but neither of them ever quite went anywhere with it. So yeah, we're gonna kind of see where this goes. In episode 1, The Hand That Feeds, we're going on to part 2. So let's get this show on the road. Alright. Level 10. And through the week, I did a little bit of... Oh, here we go. Yeah, Penny's Comfort Foods. That's the store. Yeah, and through the week, I did a little bit of the... this game does have some kind of, like, daily task type of things. Similar to, most of these games, especially, mobile games, gacha games type of things. They'll have their, daily login rewards and various... little tasks that you can do. So I did a few of those through the week. We got our cards all updated, so we'll be super effective the next time we have a debate. So, you and Luke have determined that the suspect is someone closely related to Vernon and has a conflict of interest with the restaurant. Yeah, oh yeah, because we had, so on the lock on the door, we were able to identify, it was a thumbprint lock, and we were able to identify who all the authorized sets of thumbprints belonged to, except for one of them. There were 5 prints, and we only knew who 4 of them belonged to, implying that there is a mysterious 5th person who has access to the restaurant. And judging by how Mr. Green has been covering for this person, we can assume he knows who it is, but doesn't want the police to know, and would rather the blame fall on him. You suddenly think of Pedro, the man that Winnie had argued with. Vernon had rejected his sales offers several times, which constitutes a conflict of interest.
难道会和我调查的另一个案子有关吗？
Oh. Another case? I'm talking about Pedro, the sales manager for DeliCart. Winnie told me about him back at the law firm. Winnie didn't tell you about him? Or is there something more to this?
美味咖拿到了合印资本的投资，正在计划上市。你听说过吗？
Yeah, I did. I also heard that many smaller financial institutions are following suit.
没错，这些金融机构中的一家委托我对美味咖进行信用和背景调查。在调查过程中，我发现美味咖这家公司除了养了一批水军做假数据之外，还涉嫌使用非法手段获利。
Oh. Yeah, that man had such a punchable face, I'm not surprised. What? DeliCart's just a food review app. What's their goal? Yeah, can you imagine if it came out that Yelp was committing... Actually, I don't know. I hesitate to say this. I actually haven't looked that much into Yelp. I don't know. For all I know, Yelp does have some sort of scandal in their history. But, imagine if Yelp was out here potentially, poisoning people. Like a Yelp sales rep. I feel like that's kind of what the equivalent of this is.
原本我也不理解，但结合这次的事故，我想我可能找到调查方向了。 点评 APP 市场竞争者众多，美味咖虽然能维持正常经营，却还远远达不到上市的盈利要求。但如果平台上的餐厅出现经营事故，那么美味咖独有的高价公关服务就有用武之地了。
You're saying that DeliCart intentionally sabotages its clients? Like review bombing a restaurant to force its owner to purchase DeliCart's premium services to save their restaurant's reputation?
这只是我结合2个委托推测出来的结果，目前还没有证据。
I didn't think this is what private detectives do nowadays.
不然呢？难道去调查明星隐私或是捉奸？你快饶了我吧！
Oh my god, but really, like, that's review bombing on a whole other level. Like, instead of just going in and saying that their food is nasty, straight up, like, poisoning their clients. Good lord. You said it, not me. I thought private detectives were all about solving cold cases. Pedro happens to be a DeliCart employee, so you might be right. Let's see if we can find some evidence here. Oh, alright. Oh, we're looking around again. I mean, although it's not open, the restaurant's still kept clean and tidy. Alright, so now we're looking for evidence of DeliCart. Let's see, that was from the previous thing. Is there any... Oh, now what was... I mean, we already looked at the lock last week. The glass panes are so clean that someone might actually walk into them. Oh, a lot of birds gotta be hitting that. Now I wonder... Aha. Now it's time to look at that security camera. Luke notices a CCTV camera high in a corner near the entrance.
看上去那个摄像头是损坏的，我把它拆下来检查一下。
The camera is high up near the ceiling. Luke stacks 2 chairs on top of each other before climbing up. However, they appear shaky and unsafe. I'll steady the chairs for you. Be careful.
放心，我动作很快的。
Luke's movements are nimble. He swiftly detaches the camera from its wall mount. Only once Luke's feet are back on the floor do you relax. Your neck is sore from looking up. The lens is shattered. The camera is not in an easily accessible location. So how did this happen?
看碎裂状况，应该是硬物撞击导致的。
It's possible that the culprit tried to break it after discovering it. Yeah. All right. Well, can we check the screws? Is there a screw loose? No? Not sure what else we can... Yes? Yes? Oh, heck, we can rotate things! It's like a whole new world's been opened up to me. Ah, alright, let's go.
监控应该是被硬物砸过，弹出器坏掉了，记忆卡拿不出来。不过简单修理一下的话，应该能把记忆卡取出来。
Right. So that's probably all we've got on the... Yep. On the camera. Oh, there's more to see on the camera. Okay. Yeah, we've already looked at the memory card slot. What's that? Oh, there's a crack there. Yeah.
WiFi 信号器坏了，监控无法联网。
It wouldn't have helped us anyway. Surveillance footage is usually kept on the cloud for only 14 days. Any videos from the incident are probably gone now. Okay. Well, that was a lot of information. Let's see what's over here. You access the computer to check out counter... I cannot speak today, good lord. You access the computer on the checkout counter to check the restaurant's accounting logs. The expenditure looks normal. Most of the costs are towards ingredients and DeliCart's monthly membership fee. Expenditures for supporting underprivileged students are also recorded.
美味咖给餐厅刷差评，方先生却没有停缴会员费吗？
He's been a member since March of last year. Huh? Luke, look. Pedro's name is here. Oh! Oh, shit. Yeah! That would confirm a suspicion I had that he was covering for one of the kids that he was sponsoring. You find Pedro's name among the list of underprivileged students that Vernon had supported. Vernon used to send him $300 every month. Pedro was one of the students that Mr. Green had helped. The records show that Vernon had supported Pedro for a long time. Payments stopped in June last year, around the time when Pedro would have graduated from college.
能看到卢海洋的收款账号吗？
Yes, the last 4 digits match the account number on the insecticide 330 receipt.
这样一来，卢海洋就有重大嫌疑了。
Yeah, he sure is. I'm getting why this is called the hand that feeds. Oh, this is cute. A QR code to sign up for the restaurant's membership. Let me see. Turns out that only members can make reservations. Now I can skip the line the next time I'm here. The restaurant circuit breaker. I better not touch it. Let's see. Okay, we already saw that all last week. So let's take a look around here. This tableware looks custom made. You probably can't just go buy them. I need to be extra careful around here. Okay. Anything we can see? Yeah, let's do a little... Ah! I thought I clicked on that. I had not. Oh! X0 Cognac, tequila, gin, liquors. This must be Mr. Green's collection. Looks like Mr. Green enjoys all kinds of drinks. Mr. Green's pretty amazing. He was the champion of last year's Stellus angling competition. That's a big fish.
照片里的方先生，看上去是个很开朗的人，可他现在
This incident caused his restaurant to close down. Of course he'd be upset.
说到钓鱼，我记得你一直都很喜欢海鲜的，现在也是吗？
Of course I do. Arguably even more now. Seafood's low in fat, so I don't have to worry about gaining weight. Oh, Rosa, no! No, let's not do that. That's not a good way to think about food. If you like seafood, eat that seafood. Eat it because it makes you happy. The entire concept of low-fat foods is a scam.
胖一点挺好啊。
Yeah.
我倒是觉得
Okay, no. I was about to say, yeah, Luke, a little fat is good for you, but no, let's not body shame. All right, this is happening. I was rooting for you, Luke. No way. I just bought buying a new oh my god. All right. Well, that's an interaction that happened. Oh, good lord. Oh, what's up here? Now, let's see if we've got anything. Oh, hey, Rhaenyra. Can you not be noisy right now? Yeah? Can you play with one of your quieter toys? Do you want to maybe play with... Here, you can play with this cardboard box. That's a lot more exciting than your super noisy toys, isn't it? Yeah? Kitten causing a ruckus. Let's see. Oh, that one specific book I didn't click on. Alright. This photo of Mr. Green's family? While searching the bookshelf, you come across a picture frame hidden amongst the recipes. Oh. Oh, that'll probably be his wife who passed away. Yeah. This must be Mr. Green's wife, Penny. She's beautiful.
与方先生这么紧密地靠在一起，应该就是方太太了。
Her smile's so gentle. She must have been a kind-hearted person. It's such a pity. Is this Mr. Green's son?
薛欣然来找我时介绍过方先生的家庭状况，他没提到方先生有儿子。
Oh my gosh, Rhaenyra, just a second. I gotta deal with my kitten. She's getting into some noisy stuff. Just be back in just a second. Hey, darling. Why don't we play with this instead, huh? And we're gonna put this away for now. We gotta put this away so that we have some quieter things to play with, yeah? There we go. All right. We put the super noisy toy away and got out some quieter toys for her to play with in the meantime. She has one toy that causes an absolute ruckus. It's like one of those cardboard... It's like a cardboard box with these holes cut in it and a bunch of little plastic balls inside, so she can kind of like stick her paw in the holes and bat them around. Okay, so let's see, where were we at? Oh yeah, that Winnie didn't mention that he had a son. She's only been in Stellis for a month. It's understandable that she doesn't know everything about his family. I feel like the boy in the photo seems familiar.
眼熟？会是你最近见过的人吗？
I really can't remember. Huh. Is it the graffiti boy? Is it the boy who's coming over doing graffiti on the house? That would be a twist. Mr. Green was quite handsome back in his prime. He's quite handsome now if you weren't a coward. But now he seems a bit haggard. Alright. She is not going to fuck that old man. I hope this blows over so he can get back on his feet. Oh. Hello. Is that... You remove the photo to see if there is a date on the back, but you find another photo wedged behind the photo frame. Is that Pedro? It's Pedro! Oh shit, wait, is Pedro his son?
照片上有时间，2028年3月。照片是前年拍摄的。
Oh yeah, it's the year is 2030 in this game, like a near future. Why would Pedro's photo be with Mr. Green's family photo? I don't know, connects the dots, Rosa.
以方先生的年龄看，他如果有儿子，也远比卢海洋要大。
I mean, all right, maybe. I mean, it depends when his son was born. So maybe it's more of a thing if Pedro is like a son to him or was adopted. I don't know. We'll have to ask Mr. Green about it then. I just was assuming that they had a kid later in life, but I'm probably wrong if we're bringing up a question about it. Okay. Alright. Now we're missing just one more piece of evidence. It's the restaurant's menu. Seafood tofu soup, veggie delight, pan-fried pork chops. Now I'm hungry. Let's see, we looked at that. We've already looked at the open kitchen. Yeah, we looked at the open kitchen last week and didn't find anything there. We've already inspected that. Now, I wonder if there's anything else that we're... Oh! There was something we missed on the desk. I haven't seen a handwritten customer feedback book in a long time. Winnie said the restaurant got review bombed on DeliCart once Mr. Green turned down Pedro's offer. The positive feedback in this book is proof that DeliCart hires ghostwriters to write negative reviews.
这些手写的好评，每一条都充满了诚意，看得出方先生的手艺是真的很受欢迎。
This is... There's a leaflet tucked between the pages. It's a quote from DeliCart on their premium services.
在原有价格的基础上有手写的折扣价，还附带了一张卢海洋的名片。看来美味咖确实向方先生推销过公关服务。
Well, we knew that, but now we've got some hard evidence. After going through the scene again, you now have a clearer picture of the person responsible for the food poisoning incident. Yes, probably Pedro. Now we're sure DeliCart, or rather Pedro, tried to market premium services to Mr. Green. However, we can't implicate him with only a receipt. He could argue that he dropped it in the restaurant after the incident.
但如果监控拍到他在案发前来过呢？
Yeah.
那他就很难洗清嫌疑了。
But the camera...
经过我的初步判断，这个东西是可以修好的。
Of course you
工具我包
do.
里就有现成的。
Like, where is he keeping all of these tools? His coat must have so many pockets. That's amazing. Wouldn't expect anything less from my Sherlock.
等着看我大显身手吧。
Luke pulls out all sorts of gadgets from his pockets. They are in his pockets! Before he can start, Vernon comes downstairs with Winnie's assistance.
不必修了，监控是我自己弄坏的。
Oh my god, Vernon! Vernon was the one who did it? He really did his best to cover up all of the tracks, didn't he? Oh, we gotta step outside and stop someone. Flower picking man. A couple is picking the restaurant's camellias for selfies. Seeing this almost made Vernon's heart disease flare up. Oh, we are gonna debate. Let's go. They're just flowers. You're making a big deal out of it. Well, we're gonna appeal with some empathy. Just a flower. You're being stingy? Rude. Yeah, how would you feel if someone did that to you? Oh no! Oh no! Don't you go calling her babe. Yeah, get wrecked. Alright, now with that disturbance outside taken care of. Mr. Green, you and Luke are both surprised by Vernon's sudden confession that he was the one who broke the CCTV camera.
方先生，你是不是早就知道了？餐厅的食物中毒事故实际是有人投毒，而投毒的人就是卢海洋。
Vernon walks to a table and sits down without saying a word.
方爷爷，这都什么时候了，您为什么还要包庇那个忘恩负义的混蛋？俗话说，升米恩，斗米仇，您就是对他太好了，他才会得寸进尺。
薛女士，方先生告诉了你什么？
Winnie silently looks at Vernon with an irate expression on her face, then turns away, biting her lip. Other than a long sigh, Vernon shows no sign of wanting to tell you the truth. His strange behavior reminds you of the family photo and Pedro's photo on the bookshelf. That's it! Pedro is the one who looks like the boy in the photo. Yeah! Okay, maybe I was on the right track with that. Could that be the reason why Mr. Green's hiding the truth? Mr. Green, forgive me if what I'm about to say is too personal. We found photos of your family and Pedro on the bookshelf. Are you protecting him because he resembles your son? Vernon looks up at you in surprise, and then lets out another long sigh.
你是怎么知道的？
Okay, so it's not that Pedro is his son, it's that he looks like his son. You hand Vernon the photo you found on the bookshelf. The boy in this photo is your son?
是的，他是我和清平唯一的孩子，方轩。
What happened?
27年前，轩轩18岁，考上了他梦寐以求的未名大学，闹着要自己出去旅游庆祝一下。本来是件高兴的事儿，可谁知，旅游巴士在邻省的盘山路上出了车祸，他就再也没回来。我和清平会资助贫困学生，也是因为想念儿子。看着那些努力学习的孩子，就好像轩轩的大学梦在他们身上延续。可尽管如此，清平还是在这个打击下一病不起。过了2年，也弃我而去了。
I'm so sorry, Mr. Green.
清平很喜欢做菜，他留下了一本菜谱，于是我就辞职开了这家餐馆，想让更多的人尝到清平的独门菜肴。
Oh my god, Rhaenyra! Maybe don't... Oh, sorry. Oh gosh. Kitten is being a brat today. Okay. Here we go. Alright, where are we at? There we go. Yeah, she's been being a bit of a nightmare today. Like, I love her to bits, but she kept like beating up her siblings, and so we had to put them in separate rooms. And now she keeps getting into things she should not be getting into, and making a ruckus. Yeah. Yes, you're very cute. I love you. You're being a brat, but I love you. Yeah? You want to come here? Do you want to share something with the class? No? Okay. Alright, so let's see. Oh, he's cooking recipes from his wife's old cookbook.
海洋原本是来我店里打工的，他想一边打工一边自学考大学。
That explains why his fingerprints were on the door lock.
他和轩轩本就很像，我看他每晚下班后还在厨房里读书，就忍不住想帮帮他，让他过得不要那么辛苦。他对我来说，真的和其他受资助的学生不一样。
当年的卢海洋，应该是个正直努力的好青年吧？
Yeah, now he's poisoning people, so something happened.
那当然，海洋会
Wait
做出投毒的事，真的不怪他，都是那家黑心公司逼他的。
Oh, I know, she is absolutely. Yeah, are you so shocked that Pedro is responsible? Yeah? Do you want to Yeah, what are your thoughts on that, huh? What are your thoughts on that? Yeah? Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, you want to be a little lawyer when you grow up, don't you? Oh, gosh. Yeah, DeliCart forced him? How do you know? Yeah, how do you force somebody to go in to break into a restaurant and put insecticide in the food and water?
这就要从去年他入职那家公司说起了。
Oh.
方爷爷，你帮帮我，我要被开除了。
Oh, he got beat up.
孩子，
Yeah.
你这是怎么了？
Pedro kneels before Vernon, bitterly sobbing. His cheeks are swollen and purple palm prints are visible in his skin. He was obviously beaten.
你快起来，是谁打的你？我这就去报警。
别，不要报警，是我自己打的。
自己打的？
我完不成公司的业绩指标，这个月差了50万，就要当着全组人的面打自己50个耳
Oh
光。
my god, leave that job.
公司说，这叫知耻而后勇。如果打得不中，还要被扣工资，说是知错不改，不求上进。
Oh god. That's like next level toxic work environment.
岂有此理！
Yeah,
你们公司这么做是犯
it
法
sure
的。
is.
海洋，你赶紧去辞职，咱们告他。
方爷爷，我不能辞职啊！你是不知道现在工作有多难找。我好不容易大学毕业了，总不能再去给人卖苦力。我前面几份工作都没干长久，再辞职的话，不会再有公司要我了。我不想回老家，不想回那个穷山沟，我想留在城里。
Okay, you can work for the restaurant, right? What DeliCart did was absolutely illegal. He should have listened to you and resigned, and then sued them.
海洋是穷怕了，一心想出人头地，我理解。我当时被他吓到了，只想着尽力帮帮他。他说让我买美味咖的会员，1个月2000块钱，我同意了，全当是接着资助他了。
但这只是一个开始，对吗？卢海洋还在不断向您推销各种收费服务，比如高级会员。
Yeah.
没错，而且实话实说，他们的高级会员1个月3万块，广告位就更贵了，我是真的买不起。我的拒绝加大了海洋的业绩压力，他也是因此才走上歪路，变得不择手段。
Yeah, but it was still his choice. Like the company ultimately didn't force him to do anything. Like the company didn't force him to go and poison people. That was still his choice. He could have chosen like whether he cared more about like keeping that job and not going back to manual labor or more about not poisoning people.
归根到底，这都是美味咖的错。刷差评、雇佣闲散人员闹事是他们的常用伎俩，我隔壁的餐厅就遇到过。
How come the restaurant owners never teamed up to file a lawsuit together?
我们没证据呀，而且据说美味咖还挺有势力的，网上的人都想着美味咖。 我也只能眼睁睁看着海洋和他们学坏。其实食品安全局的人走后，我就知道事情是海洋做的了。但是，
所以您才会清洗水桶，打扫餐厅里残留的无毒药物，甚至毁坏监控。这一切都是为了保护卢海洋。但您为什么那么肯定作案人就是卢海洋呢？
我
方爷爷，如果您放过卢海洋，那餐厅就会留下食物中毒的案底，肯定无法继续经营了呀。那方奶奶留下的私房菜，就真的没人能吃到了呀。
我不是没想过把事情揭发出来，但我不想让海洋坐牢。他还年轻，只是一时糊涂。可要是坐牢的话，他这一辈子就毁了呀。
可方先生，让卢海洋浪子回头的根本方法，难道不是让美味咖受到法律的制裁吗？
He did make the choices that he made.
卢海洋的投毒案是揭开美味咖经营黑幕的突破口，只要卢海洋能指证。
年轻人，你不懂，我何尝没这样想过？但那家公司，咱们惹不起呀。
Yeah, but like Artem said we could potentially do this pro bono. You didn't stop us from investigating, though. A part of you wants the truth to come out, doesn't it? If Pedro's willing to cooperate, I can defend him in court.
姑娘，你其实是律师吧？我早就看出来了。你隐瞒身份，是因为欣然和你说我不喜欢律师吧？
You didn't even realize what you said until right now. I'm sorry, Mr. Green.
其实，我并不提出找律师，我只是怕律师抓到海洋的把柄。我原本想，餐厅已经收拾干净了，你们也查不出什么了。如果能让欣然死心，或者我能少赔点钱，那也是个好事儿。是我低估你们了。也低估了欣然的执着。刚才我在楼上把事情的原委告诉了欣然，他也劝了我半天。我知道你们都是为我好，但我真的不忍心海洋他，所以，我还是决定不请律师了。
Yeah,
你们
but
回去吧。
there's more than just Pedro involved in this, and there's more restaurants than just his. Vernon turns around and starts going upstairs. You open your mouth to say something when the restaurant door suddenly swings open. Who would be here at this time? You look toward the front door and it's Pedro. Still got the most punchable face. Are we getting interrupted? Who are we getting interrupted by? Nothing? Alright. No vandals or flower pickers to interrupt us this time. Upon seeing you and Luke inside with Winnie and Vernon, Pedro freezes for a moment, but then he sneers.
老头儿，你就算找律师又能怎么样啊？对方找的可是咱们这儿排第一的巴德尔律所。你赢不了的，还是把钱省下来买我的公关服务吧。
Oh my god. Seriously?
方爷爷，你看到了吧？他根本就是执迷不悟。
Pedro. Vernon is not in good health. Worried that Pedro might become rowdy, you start to step in between the two. However, Luke places a hand on your arm and gently squeezes it.
别着急，
He winks at you and flashes something from his pocket. A recording pen. Does he think Pedro may get emotional and reveal the truth about everything?
海洋，你为什么就不肯辞职呢？你知不知道你做的那些事是犯法的呀？
犯法？ 我犯什么法了？你没有证据吗？
Of course we do. What happened at this restaurant wasn't a food poisoning accident, but a case of deliberate contamination. We found a receipt showing that you bought a toxic insecticide. What do you think about that? Pedro sees the evidence you and Luke collected on the table behind you, and his expression immediately changes.
行啊，老头，你长本事了。除了婆婆妈妈的说教，还会制造假证据了。表面上一副为我好的嘴脸，背地里却为了给自己脱罪栽赃我，你也太伪善了。
卢海洋，你凭什么说方爷爷伪善？他从没做过对不起你的事。
放屁！他当然对不起我。要不是因为我和他儿子长得像，他会鼓动我考大学，让我留在魏明市吗？他知道外来人在魏明市生活有多难吗？
Oh my god, but again, that's not... You still made that choice, Pedro. Like... Damn, he really will blame anyone else for his choices, won't he?
不要说买房安家了，在这个竞争激烈的超级大城市里，挣出房租饭费就已经让人精疲力尽了。
Because it's not Vernon's fault that he chose to stay in Stellis. Like, Vernon offered and encouraged him, but he still could have said no. And it's not DeliCart's fault. Like, I mean, it is... They are also at fault for, like, kind of pushing him and putting him up to that. But it's not like he's blameless in, like, the predatory sales tactics or in the, like, or in, like, the insecticide poisoning. That's still his choice that he made.
是他把这份负担强加给我的，他就该负责。
Take some responsibility for once in your life, good lord.
再说了，方爷得给儿子钱支持儿子的事业，不是理所当然的吗？
So you're saying, in one breath, he's saying, oh, he shouldn't think of me like his son, and he's at fault for that, but in the same breath saying, like, oh, but since he does, he should be giving me his money.
你简直不可理喻！
我让他买我们公司的服务，明明是个双赢的事。他能扩大经营，我能完成业绩，何乐不为？可他就为了沽名钓誉，非要拿钱去资助那群穷学生。你们看看，现在他出事了，他资助过的学生有人管他吗？除了一个还指望着他上大学的薛欣然，那群白眼狼全都躲得远远的。这就是伪善的报应。怎么样，还是买我们公司的公关服务吧。有了你这一大单，我就能完成这个月的业绩指标了。
Everyone is shocked by Pedro's shamelessness. Vernon stares incredulously at Pedro, deeply wounded by his words. The quiet restaurant is suddenly filled with the sound of Vernon's rapid breathing. He clutches his chest and kneels in pain. You and Luke move to check on Vernon, but Pedro suddenly makes a beeline for the evidence on the table. Luke swiftly seizes his wrist.
你松手！
Pedro's face pales from the pain, unable to free himself from Luke's grip. Pedro swings his free fist towards Luke. Luke blocks the hit and twists Pedro's wrist. Pedro screams as Luke locks his arm behind his back. Luke pins Pedro down with an expression as merciless as a sharpened blade.
卢海洋，不要妄想毁灭证据。如果你能证明你的一切作为都是公司逼迫你的，并且当个污点证人，没准法官还能少判你2年。
You were concerned about work and rent, right? You won't have to worry about those things in prison.
你们，我告诉你们，我们公司背后可是合影集团，那不是你们惹得起的。识相的就快放了我！
So what if the Pax groups owned by the wealthy Von Hagens? Their money means nothing before the law. Justice is blind. I'll be defending Mr. Green in court, and I'll take this case to the Supreme Court if I have to, even against the Pax group.
放了他吧。我同意授权你们出庭。
Good for you.
我就当 就当没资助过他。
Yeah, good for you, Vernon.
你不能这么做！
Oh, but he just did. Luke drags Pedro to the door and shoves him outside.
不要再来骚扰方先生，你不会想知道后果的。
Luke closes the door and briefly interacts with the smart lock, deleting Pedro's fingerprints from its database. Intimidated by Luke, Pedro picks himself up and scurries away. Mr. Green, should we call an ambulance for you? Winnie gave Vernon his emergency medication, but you're still worried.
我没事儿。委托协议书呢？拿来吧。小伙子，你说的对。让那家黑心公司付出代价。我之前总顾虑那家公司有背景，现在看来，我活了一把年纪，还不如这个姑娘有勇气。
You're too kind.
您说的没错，他是我见过最正直的律师，一定能帮您赢下官司的。
After Vernon signs the representation agreement, you and Luke decide to repair the CCTV camera at Luke's office so Vernon can rest. You feel reassured knowing that Winnie is taking care of Vernon. All right. Evidence. Mr. Green, we'll take our leave now. Leaving the restaurant, Luke says that his office is in the same house that his parents left him, which isn't too far from Penny's comfort foods. It's better to walk the short distance rather than hailing a taxi and getting stuck in traffic. Okay, so yeah, his parents must have passed away.
怎么一直看着我？
Oh, we're going on a little walk. I haven't seen you in ages. There's a lot I want to tell you. I don't know where to start.
我也是。没见到你的时候，我其实一直记挂着你。这些年有太多经历都想分享给你，可等见了面，却忽然觉得，只要你一切都好，很多话就不必出口了。
Don't keep everything to yourself. I want to know.
那可就说来话长了，至少能说上3天3夜。
I mean, yeah, it's been like 8 years.
大律师，你的行程排得开吗？
Oh, we got those little things to click. Luke, when did you come back? Why didn't you come see me?
哦，那个，我是上周才。
The truth.
好吧，我回来有段时间了。之前一直在忙一个紧急委托，所以才没抽出时间去找你。你这比比划划的，是在量我的身高吗？
Yeah, he's a beanpole. Absolute long boy. Of course. I want to see how much taller you've grown. How come you get to keep growing past 20? You're probably at least 180 centimeters now.
我们分开的时候我才16啊，当然会长高。现在嘛，刚刚好1.8米。怎么样，大律师还满意吗？
Absolute giant. You still have that key.
当然，这可是你送我的。
Oh yeah, we saw that in the flashback last week. Compared to before, your skin is... Why are we talking about his skin, Rosa?
晒黑了，对不对？
We call that tanned? Alright.
你知道的，我一直很想要小麦色的。太白了总会
I'm so sorry, Luke. You're still so pasty white. I was actually going to say that you're still as pale as ever. Yeah. Haven't you been doing lab experiments all these years? How do you tan in a lab?
你就顺着我的话说不行吗？不要揭穿我呀。
He just came out to have a good time, and honestly, he's feeling so attacked right now.
我的事务所就在前面，快到了。
This will be my first time in a detective's office. Looking forward to it, Detective Pierce.
保证不会让你失望。
You and Luke chat and laugh all the way to his office. However, the sign in front of you... Luke, this 3-story building is your house, right? What is this Times Antiquities? Shouldn't it be something like Pierce Private Investigations? Did you rent out the first floor?
托某些不争气同行的福，总有人误会私家侦探和狗仔差不多。客户直接上门的话，被熟人看到会很尴尬。
That's valid.
所以我就开了一家古物店来做掩饰，也方便社交。啊，侦探事务所在2楼。
So that's it. Initially, you thought that the storefront was only a cover. However, after entering the shop, you feel as if you've stepped into another world. The shop isn't large, but it's filled with all sorts of antiques from different time periods. A striking clock faces towards you. A golden magpie perches on a branch. The beating of its wings synchronize with the clock's movements. A wooden music box on an adjacent shelf is playing Clair de Lune by Claude Debussy. When you draw closer, you catch a whiff of sandalwood. A beautifully carved kerosene lamp, complete comic sets, a brass table lamp inspired by biblical stories. It's as if you've traveled back in time from the current year, 2030.
怎么样？我的古物店很棒吧？虽然还算不上是古董，但上个世纪的东西也有独特的年代韵味。
This is all your collection?
也不算是收藏吧，有的会自己留下，有的呀，会给他们找到合适的主人。这里的每一件事物，都代表着一段独一无二的回忆，自然也会有不同的归宿。
This is how my mom sometimes talks about antique shops. She loves going to like antique stores and vintage stores to find all the, fun little sort of older unique items that have their own histories. Luke walks to the counter. With the press of a button, the ordinary counter morphs into a high-tech workstation. Whoa! This must be the youngest item in the shop.
等我10分钟，保证能把记忆卡取出来。不信的话，你可以计时啊。
All right then. Starting from now.
哎，你耍赖！我工具还没拿出来呢。
Your exaggerated motions of starting a timer on your phone urge Luke to hastily break out his toolbox from underneath the workstation. Luke is silent as he concentrates on the task at hand. This reminds you of him studying in the library for a competition all those years ago. The Luke before you is no longer the excitable and impulsive youth from your memories. He has grown into a mature and reliable man. Is this the result of 8 years' worth of study? And, he was 16 when you last saw him. 16-year-old boys are a nightmare. You suddenly feel a bit sad that you two missed so much of each other's lives.
叔叔阿姨还好吗？回来之后还没来得及去看他们呢。
When I was in university, Mom and Dad were recruited as researchers to a secret research project like you. How common are these secret research projects in Stellis? Luke's hands abruptly pause.
封闭实验。
Yeah, no contact with the outside world allowed. They still regularly send me holiday postcards and money, though. I don't know when they'll return, but they're both research fanatics. I think they'll be fine. Luke seems relieved after hearing you say this, and he resumes his work. Oh, okay.
那就好。如果有机会联系到他们，就告诉他们我回魏明市来了，让他们不要担心，我会照顾你的。
Wow, you're such an adult now. You sure you aren't planning to stir up some trouble? I used to always get scolded because you dragged me into one thing or another.
喂喂，不要提黑历史。喏，监控修好了，看看用了多久吧。
7.5 minutes. You're amazing.
说到做到。
You take the memory card from Luke and insert it into your tablet. The surveillance footage shows the restaurant's front door.
根据方远先生的描述，卢海洋作案时间只能是在周五早上6点半到8点之间，那时候店里没人。
You fast forward to the targeted time frame and play at double speed. Sure enough, Pedro appears on the video. There he is! He entered the restaurant at 7:28 a.m. and left at 7:43 a.m. That's more than enough time to commit the crime. In the video, you see Pedro putting his hand into a bulging pocket, which most likely holds the insecticide 330. However, due to the angle of the camera, the surveillance footage doesn't show Pedro actually committing the crime. Front door surveillance video. The video captured not only Pedro, but the worker who delivered the tank of spring water, as well as Vernon and his caretaker leaving from the restaurant and returning to the restaurant. The last part of the video shows Vernon destroying the CCTV camera after the Food Safety Bureau staff had left.
方先生应该是在事故鉴定有结论后，想到美味咖的惯用手段和卢海洋的业绩压力，于是心生怀疑。
He's probably not familiar with the technology, or only remembered the memory card was still inside after breaking it.
而且，他并不清楚卢海洋的具体作案手法，以为只是简单的往水桶里撒药，不然也不会留下这么多线索给我们了。
Yeah. We collected quite a bit of evidence today. I'll need to organize it all for use in court on Wednesday.
我来帮你一起整理吧。
Oh, more features. The visit feature has been unlocked. Let's check it out. Yeah, what is the visit feature? Oh, is this where we go and talk to boys? On this map of Stellis, you can see all the characters you can visit. Unlock more by progressing through the main story. For now, let's first visit Luke. Hi, Luke. Oh. Oh, this is where we can learn his personal story. That's fun. We can do a little chat. Oh, we're going to earn his affection. I don't know how I feel about the term swiping across him. Oh, okay, fun. So we've got kind of a similar story tree for each character as an individual. Yeah, we'll come back and hang out with you another time, Luke. We are way too busy preparing for a rapid fire court case on Wednesday. While organizing evidence with Luke, you suddenly think of something important. The chemical analysis and fingerprints we obtained may not be admissible evidence. I need to send them to the police to be reassessed by a qualified professional.
用不着，等下每一份检验结果，我都会打印成正式规格的报告并签字，一样是有效的。
Oh. Hey now, that's useful. Yours? How are you...
我可不是一般的侦探哟。
So he's like a semi-private detective. All right. Luke is definitely hiding something from you. You're going to have a long chat with him once you have the time. Yeah, we're going to have a long chat with him later.
庭审时你打算采用什么策略？是直接针对美味咖，还是先针对卢海洋？
We don't have enough evidence at this time to implicate DeliCart. First things first, I'll have to prove that Pedro was the perpetrator. Then the judge can dismiss the plaintiff's claims for compensation from Mr. Green.
这样也好。哎，你打算怎么证明卢海洋有作案动机？
Ooh, alright. So Pedro's motives must be established first before he can be considered as a suspect. His motives. Well, we do have the failed hard sell. Yeah, that Vernon had turned down his offers. And that he was under performance pressure. Pedro would be humiliated and punished if he failed to reach his sales target. Pedro's motive was DeliCart's pressure on him to reach his sales target. Mr. Green did say that DeliCart punishes employees in a humiliating way if they don't reach their targets. Pedro could have reached his target if Mr. Green purchased DeliCart's premium service. But Winnie said that Mr. Green turned him down on numerous occasions, which may have pushed him to take such drastic measures.
没错，点评软件上的差评，方先生根本不在乎。只有餐厅出了更严重的事故，他才能把公关服务推销出去。
Exactly.
有了动机之后，就要看卢海洋有没有作案的机会了。比如，时间上是否允许。
Oh, that one's easy. So we've got the surveillance video, and probably the time of the water delivery. So, yeah, because then the restaurant unattended from 6:30 to 8:30. Yeah, there's a connection. The surveillance video shows that Pedro was in the restaurant at a time when Mr. Green said no one was around. By then, the spring water had already been delivered. But
监控只拍到了卢海洋前来，但并没有拍到他携带灭虫330。指证他持有作案工具，需要其他证据。
well, that one's nice and easy. I mean, can we reuse them? I guess. Oh, right, because that's where we got his bank account info. I was about to say, how are those ones connected? But that's where we got the bank account info, which is how we know that the receipt is for his bank. Yeah. The receipt shows part of the purchaser's payment account number, which matches Pedro's personal bank account number from the restaurant's transaction records.
而且卢海洋还自己主动暴露了一个破绽给我们。
Oh, we're gonna absolutely wreck him in court. We all saw him operating the smart lock and entering the restaurant. Now we have proof that the fingerprints on the receipt and the smart lock's database belong to Pedro. That means he was the one who had the toxic insecticide.
虽然指纹归属是我们推断出来的，但如果卢海洋不承认，可以请求法官当庭比对。
I mean, you could also just take his fingerprints. Like, that could be a court-mandated take his fingerprints. Pedro must have brought the receipt to the restaurant while he was committing the crime, else it wouldn't have found its way under the cabinets by accident.
我们在餐厅的抽水器上发现了与小票一致的指纹，以及灭虫330的成分。事故鉴定报告中也提到，导致食物中毒的成分与灭虫330的成分一致，但
there's still room for Pedro to bluff his way out. He could claim that he bought the insecticide and took a part to the dispenser, but didn't go through with it.
我们确实没有更直接的证据了，但向法庭证明本案是投放危险物质案，还是足够的。
True, once this becomes a criminal case, Mr. Green will be off the hook. We'll also have more time to find more evidence.
好啦，忙了大半天了，你也累了。哎，我们一起去吃饭吧。
We can go get seafood! Oh. Sorry, Luke, but I don't have much of an appetite. I should head back to the office and organize everything. I'm really grateful for all your help today, but let's do this another time. I'll be off.
哎，等等，我送你回律所。你这样走，我不放心。
Luke calls a taxi and escorts you to the law firm's ground floor. You enter the elevator and lean against the wall, watching Luke's concerned face gradually disappear as the elevator door closes. You feel the weight of everything sinking in. Exhaustion and distress set in, and you can't help but slowly fall to the ground, hugging your calves. Yeah, we've had a day. Oh god. We've really had a day. What will happen to Vernon and his restaurant? How can you bring DeliCart to justice? Will your first collaboration with Luke as an adult end in failure? Yeah, we don't want to lose him again, because they were like best friends, right? And that's, you know, when you lose somebody like that, of course she's going to be a little bit worried that she's going to lose him again. You won't accept that. When you return to the office and see its familiar logo, something important hits you. Isn't the PAX Group our own client? Oh no! Oh no, that's a conflict of interest! Chills go down your spine as you realize the implications of the situation.
怎么了？
Oh, hi, Artem. Oh no. As soon as you see Artem, the weight on your shoulders doubles. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, that might be just a bit of an issue. Mr. Wing, isn't the PAX Group our client?
没错，案子与何印有关。
Oh no. Oh no. This isn't a simple food poisoning case, but a premeditated criminal case. Pedro Brooks from DeliCart poisoned the water. DeliCart seems to be affiliated with the PAX Group.
怎么，何印为此威胁你了？
Not PAX, but Pedro.
那你是怎么回复他的？
I told him that even Von Hagen family isn't above the law, and that I'd take this fight to the Supreme Court if I have to. I had an adrenaline rush when I said that, but we're in trouble now, Mr. Wing.
做得不错，是我们特密斯的人。
Huh?
且不说何印资本还没有正式投资美味咖，就算投了，也没什么可怕的。
Okay, so maybe we will be okay.
要是何印会为这样一家企业中断与我们律所的合作，那就中断吧。
All right. Respect.
如果何印董事长陆元熙，或者他们家继承人陆锦和要因此找你麻烦，你就告诉我。
Oh wait, I recognize this name, Marius. We met a Marius in the prologue. I think he's like one of the potential love interests, because we saw him in our little prologue with meeting our 4 boys.
我帮你告到何印破产。
Upon hearing Artem's words, you're momentarily taken aback, but then you burst into laughter.
你笑什么？
I never thought I'd hear you say something like that. Thank you, Mr. Wing. I've realized how fortunate I am to work at Themis. Receiving rare praise from Artem lifts your spirits. Before you can discuss case details with him, Winnie arrives at the law firm. She gives you a piece of key evidence on Vernon's behalf. Oh, more surveillance footage. Love to see it. Vernon would rather this evidence not be used in court, since he still holds conflicted feelings towards Pedro. Oh, we're coming up on the trial. Okay. Oh, alright. Shady shopkeeper. You had ordered noodle soup, but you didn't receive any soup. You called the restaurant, and the owner's arguing with you. Oh, not our soup. Man. See, this wouldn't have happened if we'd gone out for seafood with Luke. But to be fair, we really didn't have time for that. But even ordering takeout can't be simple. Alright, let's get into a hangry fight over the phone. Sorry, a very level-headed debate over the phone with this shopkeeper. Ooh. If you're gonna file a complaint, then do it. Cut the crap. Alright, we're gonna come at that with some logic. You want soup? Add water. I mean, that anything can be a soup, but we're hungry and we ordered soup. Where's our soup? Yeah, that is false advertising. The soup costs extra? Else you can eat the noodles dry? I'm sorry, we ordered soup, not dry noodles. Yeah, that is all. You know, it doesn't really tell us whether we just got a refund or actually got our soup. I hope she got some dinner. She's had a long day. Oh, look at her cute little court outfit. All right, Wednesday, court day. Sitting in the waiting room, you look at the memory card Winnie gave you with a heavy heart.
方爷爷说，厨房里其实还有一个监控，位置很隐秘，是当初卢海洋提议帮他装的。本来是防着帮工偷懒的，谁能想到？方爷爷希望这份证据能不用就不用，不然就像是他老人家亲自把卢海洋送进监狱一样。
Okay, so
他心里不好受。
we will only use that as a last resort. The surveillance video clearly shows Pedro disassembling the dispenser and putting insecticide 330 into the tank at 7:32 a.m. on the day of the incident. In the video, Pedro seems to be worried that he put in too much insecticide. He pours out some contaminated water and dilutes the tank with tap water. After that, Pedro disappears for a few minutes. You suspect that he felt the water was too diluted and added more insecticide 330, so trying to get enough that people get sick, but not so much that it kills anyone. Yeah. However, this part wasn't seen by the camera or Vernon. This is why Vernon didn't clean the dispenser, even though he knew Pedro was the culprit. Pedro must have been conflicted about his actions, but his desire for monetary wealth eventually prevailed. You obtained key evidence to win the trial, but you don't feel happy about it. You suddenly receive a text message from Luke. He's on a special case, so he can't come? Oh, I wish he could see me win this trial with his own eyes. Artem stands before the French windows and hesitates for a moment before making a call on his phone.
莫毅，是我。我物色了一个新人加入调查组，按照程序，要由你来进行心理评估。
We're doing a psych eval?
我在和你谈公务，我的私人问题，不劳多问。
what is this now?
我会安排他尽快和你见面。
Oh, are we gonna have to go in for a second, Val? Oh, I wonder if he's kind of scouting Rosa for promoting her to partner at the law firm. Oh, look at this courtroom.
清平私房菜食物中毒案正式开
Oh,
庭
look
审
at
理。
this! Look at this gilf of a judge. Hello. Sir.
首先由原告律师陈述诉讼请求。
我巴德尔律师事务所高级律师蔡浩宇代
Oh,
表张
frickin'
相的6名
Balder.
顾客向
It's
清
a
平
rival
私
law
房菜
firm,
馆
isn't it?
提起诉讼。
Howard. At least brush your hair for court, Howard.
本月3日周五，张强等6名顾客在清平私房菜用午餐。
Yeah, like everyone in this game is fine as hell.
因餐厅管理不善，将杀虫药粉误撒入烹制海鱼豆腐汤的山泉水中，导致我的委托人们腹痛腹泻，入院治疗。本次事故不仅对我的委托人们的健康造成了损害，更给他们留下了严重的心理阴影。至今，我的委托人们都无法重拾对美食的热爱之心，每天都是。因此，我的委托人们主张向清平私房菜索赔，每人20万。
For each victim.
被告对原告的陈述是否有异议？
Oh my gosh, yeah, look at her little court outfits. Your Honor, I will be wholly representing the defendant and owner of Penny's Comfort Foods, Mr. Vernon Green, due to his poor physical health. The plaintiff is demanding compensation from Penny's Comfort Foods, based on the assumption that this is a case of food poisoning due to negligence. However, this assumption is completely wrong. This case is actually a deliberate and premeditated criminal case. Mr. Green is not at fault and should not be responsible for compensatory... I can't say this word. Compensatory damages.
被告是拿不出赔偿金吗？逼得你这位代理律师当庭说胡话。食物中毒案的定性可是有食品安全局出具的事故鉴定报告为依据的。
Oh, objection! Oh boy, I got a spam message in chat. Love to see it. Alright, back to this. We are in the middle of a court case. No time for those spam messages. That report only validates the fact that the food was contaminated by a toxic substance. It does not prove intent. The true perpetrator of this crime is Mr. Pedro Brooks, a sales manager at DeliCart.
代理律师，卢海洋目前与本案并不相关，你如何证明是他投毒？请出示证据。
Oh, do we ever? I will present sufficient evidence to the court, and I ask that Mr. Brooks be called to the stand.
合理请求，传唤卢海洋到庭。
我看老头子是疯了，他狗急跳墙攀咬我。
虽然卢海洋的话不太好听，但是我也认为代理律师是在故弄玄虚，转移视线。
Oh, are you in for a rude awakening? According to the FSB's incident report, the affected customers had ingested toxic insecticide chemicals, resulting in abdominal pain and diarrhea. However, Mr. Green had instructed his employees to purchase Bug Out, which is an insecticide that is not toxic to humans.
这只是方远的一面之词，他偷着买了其他有害的药粉，也不会告诉您。
Objection! His words can be substantiated. The poisoning insecticide was purchased by Mr. Brooks. The evidence is... There we go. Okay, we can look there. Yeah. A receipt for the professional-grade insecticide 330 was found inside the restaurant. Insecticide 330 is harmful to humans. While it's not lethal, it causes abdominal pain and diarrhea. These symptoms match what the FSB said in their incident report. The payment account numbers shown on the receipt match Mr. Brooks' personal bank account number.
这是你猜的，小票上只显示了一部分账号，那不是我的账号。
I mean, if it does only show part of it, we do have the fingerprints on the receipt. That is more incriminating evidence, I think. Intentional contamination constitutes a criminal case. As long as the evidence is shared with the prosecution, it is a simple matter to identify the account owner. Additionally, your fingerprints were found on the receipt. Mr. Brooks, please explain this.
就算是我买的，但也不能证明是我投毒啊。我租的房子最近闹蟑螂，是我买了自己用的，大概是去找老头的时候落下的吧。
When did you visit Mr. Green?
当然是案发之后。我们美味咖公司可是有定制公关服务的。我去找方远是为了帮他解决麻烦，谁知他那个守财奴为了钱连餐厅的声誉都不顾。
我同意，法官阁下，我的委托人们曾尝试与方远庭外和解，但对方坚决不肯支付赔偿金，这才闹到法庭上来。
Mr. Sider, your clients attempted to extort Mr. Green for a compensation value that far exceeded the legal limit. Of course my client would not pay. Mr. Brooks, you did indeed visit Mr. Green at his restaurant, but not only after the incident. Pedro went to the restaurant before the incident, and had the chance to poison the water. The evidence is... Let's see, we want to avoid using that one. But we can show him entering. Yeah, front door surveillance. Let's go. CCTV footage shows that on the morning of the incident, you entered Penny's Comfort Foods at 7:28 a.m. and left at 7:43 a.m. The footage also shows that the water was delivered at 6 a.m. Mr. Green and the caretaker were buying ingredients between 6:30 and 8 a.m. and the server started work at 9 a.m. While you were at the restaurant, no one else was present, and the spring water had already been delivered. Can you explain what you were doing there? Why would you be alone in the empty restaurant for 15 minutes?
我本来是想向方远推销高级会员，但他不在，我就等了一会儿。我看他半天不回来，就离开了。
法官阁下，我认为卢海洋给出的解释很合理。他只是一个勤劳的销售经理，每天为了业绩奔波，十分辛苦。
Objection. He works hard, but not in an ethical manner. The evidence that proves Mr. Brooks poisoned the spring water is... Oh, does this have his... I mean... Does this have his... Yeah, we do have the fingerprints on that. Just, if at all possible, we do want to avoid using that kitchen footage. Mr. Brooks, you did not idly wait during those 15 minutes at the restaurant. A large amount of insecticide 330 residue was found inside the water dispenser, and your fingerprints were present as well. How do you explain this?
我只是口渴，就用抽水器抽了点山泉水喝。
Then why were your fingerprints found near the internal filters?
这
There is nothing to say. The insecticide did not contaminate the water by accident, as stated in the FSB's incident report. This is a case of intentional poisoning.
出水器出水太慢，我拆开检查了一下而已。
Do not lie. The water dispenser operates without any problems. I can demonstrate it here in court.
我没有理由这么做呀！我为什么要给餐厅投毒？我当初来到未名市，只是一个高中辍学的打工仔，是方远先生鼓励我参加自学考试，我才能上大学改变命运。我一直感激方远先生。加入美月咖之后，也是想方设法帮餐厅扩大经营，我没有理由害他呀。
You are lying through your teeth. Mr. Brooks, how shameless can you be?
代理律师，请注意言辞。针对卢海洋的质疑，你有反驳的证据吗？
法官阁下，我看代理律师已经黔驴技穷了。
Mr. Brooks has a motive to commit such a crime, and the evidence... Let's see... Wonder... Oh, do we have... I'm trying to think what the good evidence for his motive, because... I mean, there's the fingerprint database, but... I mean, that will establish that he has access. Where is... I am wondering why we don't have access to the evidence about the... about him pressing for, Mr. Green to sign up. Like, he was trying to get Vernon to sign up, and Vernon refused. I feel like we had some evidence for that, but that's not available. So it's not here. Well, best I can guess is... Well, let's see what other information. Here's... has yet to be identified, but we did identify that as him. Oh, I'm nervous to present that. I just really don't want to use this if we don't have to, but... Oh wait, that's the audio... Yeah, that's the audio recording. Oh, I don't think we have any choice besides using this. Alright. Mr. Brooks, you entered the restaurant last Saturday when I was collecting evidence. You openly confessed that you are immensely pressured to meet your sales targets, and that you want Mr. Green to purchase DeliCart's premium public relations services. If the food poisoning incident did not occur, then you would not have a reason to convince Mr. Green to buy DeliCart's premium services, correct? Mr. Green cares not about the negative reviews written by DeliCart's ghostwriters. The positive reviews in his feedback book are worth infinitely more to him. Who stands to benefit the most from such an incident? Everything you said that day was recorded. Unexpected, no? This is the recording. Your tone of voice does not convey even a sliver of gratitude.
因为我能捞着好处就说是我投毒，我不服。
录音确实能证明卢海洋与方远的关系恶劣，但不能够直接指证卢海洋作案。
代理律师，你之前说抽水器上有卢海洋的指纹，但是否只有卢海洋的指纹呢？
The fingerprints of Mr. Green and the restaurant's 2 employees were also found on the exterior of the water dispenser. However, they are in charge of the restaurant's daily operations. It is not out of the ordinary for their fingerprints to be on the dispenser. Oh, he's hitting us with an objection.
是餐厅员工故意拆开抽水器投毒的呀。把药粉弄进滤芯里，也可以借助别的工具完成，不会在内部留下指纹。如此一来，餐厅要承担的责任就更大了。代理律师，我看你是搬起石头砸自己的脚啊！
代理律师，目前看来，卢海洋虽然有重大嫌疑，但仍缺少指证其有罪的决定性证据。
Oh. You look at the gallery and see both Artem and Winnie sitting there. Artem looks at you in a cool and calm manner, as if he's telling you that a lawyer's judgment should not be influenced by their feelings when in court. However, you can't ignore Winnie's bloodshot eyes. Behind the video is an old man's internal struggles. No matter what Pedro does, Mr. Green will still regard him as a son. If Pedro's convicted, Mr. Green would be devastated. So I should... Oh! The thing is, like... Okay, so the thing is, that does like, unequivocally convict him, but it also doesn't really get to the root of the problem. Because, like, ultimately we need to go for DeliCart. And I feel like showing all of our cards at this point, too, would just give DeliCart more ability to throw Pedro under the bus and say that it was a one-time incident with him specifically, and also would deteriorate our trust with Vernon, and we want to maintain our trust and good relations with Vernon because he may be helpful when we go up against DeliCart. But also we might lose this case if we don't. I think we're going to take a gamble and hold on to that. Yeah, okay. Your Honor, I would like to request a brief recess to talk to a key witness.
不必协商了，律师，请出示那份监控录像吧。
Oh, unexpected. The audience is surprised to see Vernon sitting among them. Mr. Green, you...
律师，请不要被我的心软干扰。卢海洋他已经不是当年那个奋发向上的好孩子了。他被那个黑心公司洗了脑，再也不像我的轩轩了。
大王阁下，方远是在扰乱法庭秩序。
肃静！旁听席上的人不得干扰庭审进程。
Yeah, that is valid. He should have waited until that recess and then talked to her, but that's all right. He's not a lawyer. He doesn't know the court proceedings. Mr. Green. Oh, okay, I'm glad that we made the decision to wait on that so that we have his explicit consent to use that evidence. Your Honor, I submit one more piece of evidence to the court. This video is from a hidden camera in Penny's Comfort Foods kitchen. It clearly shows Mr. Brooks putting insecticide into the water.
不可能，那个摄像头是
You installed it for Mr. Green in the past, did you not? This is karma coming back to bite you, Mr. Brooks.
卢海洋，对此你有何解释？
I didn't. Oh, but you did! Ooh, alright. Let's debate. Oh, we got spot for another... Real quick, we're gonna throw another card in here. Actually, let's just throw another little one in there. All right. Let's go. About to get wrecked. Do you know how much pressure I'm under every day? That is no excuse. Everyone does this kind of thing. How come I'm only one in the wrong? Oh no, that is not an excuse. Lawyers should mind your own business. Oh, buddy, nope. No, she will not back down. And I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you pesky meddling kids. The PAX group, huh? Oh, we have that sorted. Uh-huh. You have no defense.
我不是自愿的，我是被逼的，是公司逼我这么做的。我们公司其他人的业绩都是这么做出来的。你不能只判我一个有罪啊！要抓就把他们一起抓了。
卢海洋，本庭是否可以认为你是承认投毒行为了？
Like, DeliCart is not solely responsible. Like, he is responsible for what he did, but DeliCart also isn't blameless. That's why I'm guessing we're probably going to be going in for them next. Gosh, I hope we get to take them down.
本庭宣判，原告张强等6人诉被告清平私房菜误操作致使食物中毒案，经过审理，案件性质产生重大变化。本庭宣判，驳回原告的赔偿请求。被告是否需支付赔偿金，需待案件相关刑事审判结束后再行审理。
Off to... Oh, yeah, we're off to criminal court.
当庭收押，移送执法机关。
方圆，你不能这样，你怎么能害我？
Oh, that's rich coming from you. Pedro tries to break away from the bailiff's grip and lunges towards Vernon in the gallery, but the bailiff holds strong. Both Winnie and Artem are standing up and shielding Vernon from Pedro. Seeing Pedro like this, Vernon can't help but weep.
你真是无药可救，怪我。如果我当初把你关在家里，不让你去上班，也许你就不会有今天了。
Vernon turns and leaves the courtroom with Winnie's help.
什么？输给左然还不够，我竟然还输给了特别出的律师。
Get wrecked!
审判结束，闭庭。
Okay, let's follow up on that trial. Soon after you had submitted all the evidence to the prosecution, the criminal court took charge of Pedro's case. With all the conclusive evidence, he was swiftly convicted and sentenced. Mr. Green and Penny's Comfort Foods were found not at fault and therefore not responsible for compensation. Pedro was liable for the victim's compensatory damages. Word has it that Pedro revealed DeliCart's shady and illegal business practices in court, which led to a lawsuit against the company. Good! And now, all previous talks of investments remained just that.
你在想什么？
Thinking about the case now reminds you of how heartbroken Vernon was. Immersed in those somber thoughts, it takes you a while to realize that Artem is calling you. Sorry, Mr. Wing, were you talking to me?
庭审那天，为什么不主动出示监控录像？
I didn't have the courage to face a heartbroken Mr. Green. Sentencing the child you loved with your own hands.
委托人或许会一时被感情左右，但律师不可以。时刻保持理智，为委托人做出最优选择，才是律师该做的事情。你的一时心软，最后却让方远亲自出庭要求出示物证，这样做，对他的伤害无疑是更大的。
I mean, but we also didn't lose, we didn't lose his trust, and I feel like trust between a client and a lawyer is important. I'm deeply sorry for my error, Mr. Wing.
算了，入行不久的律师总会像你这样，虽然不够冷静，却
Yeah, you gotta be more jaded. Huh?
没什么。
Artem seems like he wants to say something, but he doesn't continue. For a split second, his azure eyes seem to reflect a different emotion, as if he carried an unbearable and deeply rooted pain. Artem sighs. He turns around and picks up a few blue packets from his desk.
海奥森冲剂，也和本案有关吗？是方远服用的。
They're his, but they're not related to the case. They were probably brought back together with all the other evidence. When you left the restaurant that day, Luke had packed the evidence bag for you. He likely threw the packets in without much thought. They weren't needed during the trial, so I put them in my folder. I haven't organized it yet.
方远最近精神状态怎么样？
Are these things related? When he said that Mr. Green was diagnosed with depression. Oh, man, me too, Vernon, me too. It might have been caused by Pedro's chronic harassment. Thankfully, the case is over, so he can properly rest up.
这样吗？
Artem is silent for a moment, and then suddenly changes the subject.
我有一份文件，需要送给一位名叫莫毅的心理学家。我现在走不开，帮我跑一趟好吗？地址就在文件盒上。
Vin Richter? Is it Richter or Reichter? Or I'll have to look up how that last name is pronounced. Actually, I'm not sure. You've heard of this name before. He's a widely renowned expert on psychology. They say he has focused on criminal psychology in the past 2 years, and has published many papers. Many prestigious universities wanted him as a lecturer. For some reason, I think it's Reicher? Refused all of their invitations and quietly settled down in Stellis. I've wanted to meet Vin for a while.
我和莫毅只是公务往来，并没有私交。
I mean, we didn't ask Artem. You seem a little quick to say you're not friends.
和他交谈时，你注意分寸。
Oh, I'm sensing some tension. Don't worry. I'll treat him like a business partner.
好，辛苦你了，路上注意安全。
Meanwhile, at the PAX Group's headquarters, the atmosphere in the president's office is suffocating.
说呀，做投资决策的时候不是挺爽快的吗？
Oh, what's
怎么
this
现在话
ominous
都不敢说
music?
了？小卢总，咱们也不知道每位咖的利润都是靠压榨商户挣来的呀。他们藏得那么深，咱们就算听到风声，也抓不到证据啊。
你的意思是，合印投资的大数据中心是个摆设，我每年花以亿为单位的资金维护的，是一个电子词典，而不是超级计算机。
不，我不是这个意思。
Oh, this is so ominous.
还抓不到证据，我又没要求你们上庭打官司。我看你们是根本没重视过对企业信誉与社会责任的调查吧？就算没有他们欺压商户、违法经营的案子，只凭他们制造虚假差评这一条，我合印就绝不会投他。你给我记住，只要合印集团一天兴入，就一天不赚这种黑心钱。
Okay, but what he's saying is pretty reasonable, but we're getting this really ominous music and the shadow over his face, so I'm kind of getting mixed signals here.
是，属下记住了，我回去一定严肃处理经办人。
处理经办人，不必了，先处理你自己吧。合印资本是我母亲留下的产业，现在风气不正，可有你不少功劳啊。我怎么听说那个美味咖的老板是你亲戚啊？
小卢总，我
看在你是公司老人的份上，我就不起诉你了。你可以出去了，不要让我在合印旗下的任何一个地方再看到。
That was so ominous. All right. Well, well, well. Well, that is the end of episode 1. Oh, man. All right. Well, I think that we're probably going to end a little bit early today because we've just got 15 more minutes. I'm not sure that's long enough to fully go through any more of these. Unless, well, I wonder, where was that thing? How do we... Oh, nope, that's the wrong thing. Go back. Go back. How do we... Oh, it's under the little... Nope. You know, it showed us how to go just, like, visit people. And I, for the life of me, cannot remember where that was. So maybe I will figure that out off stream. And then we can kind of come back to that. All right. Well, in that case, because I don't want to, like, just sit here fumbling around the menu for God knows how long while I try to figure out how to go visit Luke. So I think next week then we're going to pay Luke a visit and kind of maybe go through a little bit of the first part of his story quest and start our way on episode 2, The Unbearable Love, where we're apparently going to go visit a psychologist. And also probably, I'm guessing, so I know there's like 4 love interests that you can potentially like romance in this game while you're busy being a lawyer. And so we've met 2 of them. The first one, which is Artem and Luke, and I'm guessing we're going to meet both of the other ones in episode 2, because I know one of them is Vin, and then the other one, I guess, will be Marius, because he's the other character who we saw in the prologue. So we're going to meet some more boys and continue on our way towards hopefully becoming a partner at the law firm and absolutely decimating in court. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. Had an absolute blast. I'm really loving this game. Genuinely even more than I thought I would. I've always been like a huge fan of like Phoenix Wright and kind of like lawyer games, massively simplifying the legal process. I think when I was a kid, I used to kind of want to be a lawyer for a bit until I learned a little bit more about what being a lawyer was actually like, and then it was still kind of something that I was like, I don't know, would that be something I'd be interested in? Until I worked at a law firm and actually saw what lawyers' day-to-day lives were like, and it was like, oh no. Real life lawyer, absolutely not. Fictional lawyer, yeah, now we're talking. So yeah, we will continue on next week at the same time from around 3 to 5 p.m. PST, and then I will also be streaming Genshin Impact on Thursday from 4 to 6 PST this week, and you can also find me on Fridays from 3 to 5, same time as today, different day, over on the Inkwellian Adventure Guild. We're doing silly co-op games with my best friend. We're actually, gosh, doing lots of dating sims right now. We're doing Dream Daddy Dating Sim over on that one, which is, you know, dating plus dadding instead of dating plus lawyering. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining. And as always, the VOD of this stream will be available on my YouTube channel probably tomorrow, usually uploaded the day after. And you can also view previous streams there. So thanks for watching and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.